Hey, how's it going? Welcome back to another episode of the Duo Group Iron Man. Last video, I got to 1000 Tormented Demon KC, and I got 2 synapses. As you just saw, one of those was made into the emberlight, the other into the Scorching bow. Ever since Tormented Demons have come out, I've seen a bunch of videos of people using the Scorching bow at Zamy, and it looks absolutely insane. They're super overpowered, super broken, and very fun to use. A lot of you have probably seen or heard of that method as well. And if the bow by itself is that broken, we want to take it a step further and duo Zamy. One person with a Scorching bow, the other with a Twisted bow. I'm not sure if the T-bow is even higher DPS than the Scorching bow, but we don't have 2 Scorching bows anyways, so it's going to have to be 1 T-bow. But with what I'm expecting, I don't think DPS is going to matter much. I think what's going to matter more is figuring out how we're going to spend all the free time we're going to have in between boss kills. Just a guess. I don't know. I haven't tried out the Scorching bow anywhere besides Tormented Demons, so we'll find out. We're gearing up right now, and I was taking a look at what Zamy items that we have from Clue Scrolls. My duo teammate Spookdog did not get any Zamy Clue Scroll items, but I have these. I think the best option is that we both wear Zamy boots. Doing a quick little fair trade here. Seems pretty balanced. Someday we're gonna get RWT banned for that. If you're doing God Wars or really any raids or team content, I'd highly recommend having the Hub Party Panel plugin along with the Party plugin, and it lets you see everything that's going on with your teammates' gear and inventory, and there's options to see your teammates' health and prayer and stuff in game. It's been so long since we've been to Zamy, I completely forgot what we have and what we don't have, and I mean even what my own collection log looks like. So here we go, you can see mine on the screen, and then my duo teammate Spookdogs is in the corner. We have a combined total of 471 KC. We have 2 spares, 2 hilts. Those are kind of the most important things to have. I guess we could use more spares, but there's really nothing here that's important or dire to get. It's just, it sounds fun to do Zamy. This new weapon just came out, and we're going to be doing this for fun. I'm sure we'll be changing the gear / inventory setup, but just preliminarily, if you want to see, here's what I've got. And here's Spookdog setup with the T-bow and inventory. I'm on Ancients for Blood Barrage, and she's on Lunars for Pot Share.
Yeah, I have hard, so I need 35.
I only have to get 30 KC. Have you seen any videos on it? Like, do you know what to expect or what it's going to be like?
I've seen like videos that you've shown me.
Oh, I forgot I showed you videos.
Yeah.
Do you have all 3 of or everyone highlighted with the different colors for the minions for range mage?
Yeah.
After the kill, you'll attack the major, and then I'll barrage the ranger and meleeer.
What are we doing exactly?
So we're gonna go in and then click on the boss, and then just try to go to whatever side far away from him.
Okay.
Okay, you ready to range pot us? I'm ready as well. And yeah, okay, we're gonna go in. Ready?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1, go. Now he's binded, so just hit the boss. Try to get far away because he'll become unbinded pretty soon. When he does that, oh yeah, cool. Okay, well, he's binded again.
Yay.
And yeah, I think it's a guaranteed bind, no matter what. And that's it. And now we have a minute till the boss spawns. So what are we gonna do with all this extra time? Maybe I should have brought the Ash Sanctifier. Yeah, let's go to this corner, the northeast. The spawn.
Okay. You want to use the altar?
Oh yeah. Wow, I used 2 specs, and my spec is already back up to 100%. I thought maybe, I was a bit concerned maybe it wouldn't get back up to 100 after using 2 of them, but now it's all good. So let's turn on the quick prayers, hit the boss with the bind, and then I guess we could make our way to this corner in case we don't kill him in time. Because we probably won't kill him in time normally. Or maybe we will actually. Oh my god.
Wow.
I could freeze that guy. Yeah, probably not going to need all these brews. Pot share might not even be necessary. Like, we could just bring our own prayer pots in, and I mean, I would say you could use thralls, but I mean, we're killing it so fast, thralls probably don't even matter either, so I don't know. This is yeah, this is pretty much what I was expecting it would be like. I'm gonna be curious to see too what the ratio of who's getting the kills. Like, is it gonna be split pretty evenly with who's getting the kills, or is one of us gonna get more of the kills?
Looks like I've gotten 2 kills so far.
Okay, I got one. It's a pretty small sample size so far, but
Yeah.
we shall see. Any bit of damage that we do take can be mitigated by the food drops that these guys, the minions, drop. Oh, I got Torture too. No, never mind. That's not the one. No, okay. I saw the extra text. Never mind. It's a chart 3 I need. I forgot that if you get hit by the boss, then you get poisoned.
You didn't see me get poisoned earlier?
We might actually have to leave to go get an anti-poison because you're taking 15 damage every 15 seconds or whatever it is. Here, let's just leave. It'll be good to adjust our inventories too, because clearly it was not ideal. We could each bring 1 antidote plus. Ideally, we shouldn't need it. It's only if the boss hits us. It's like a just in case kind of thing. I just saw the amount of arrows that you have. You got enough arrows there, buddy?
No, I think I should make some more.
Hey, you should go mine some more amethyst.
Yeah, I should.
Please don't.
I won't. Are you having fun?
Yeah, are you?
Yeah.
Now for the full kill voiceover. The special attack of the Scorching Bow can only be used on demons. It takes 25% spec, it does a hit with 30% increased accuracy, it does 5 burn damage over the course of 20 ticks, and most importantly, it does a guaranteed 20 tick bind on the demon, regardless of whether the attack itself missed. More kills than not, I do have to refreeze Zamy, and the timing for when to use that second spec is I do the first spec, I do 5 hits in between, and then the next hit is spec again. So essentially, we'll just replay this from the beginning so you can see what I mean. The boss spawns, I do the spec right away, then we're counting 5 hits. There's 1 hit, 2, 3, 4, and there's the 5th one, and then for the 6th hit right here, that's when we do the spec. That's the exact timing for when Zamy is gonna unbind or unfreeze. And it's usually shortly after I hit that second spec is when the boss goes down. It's very rare that we have to get to a 3rd spec, although we are both on task, so I'll be curious to see what this is like with either one or none of us on the Slayer task. Because I'm on Ancients, I'm almost never gonna have to eat food unless I mess up perflicking at the end of the minions or something, but I'm basically always able to get back up to full health. As for Spook Dog, she has the blowpipe spec to heal, and she gets the food drops since I don't really need them. Each Zamy kill from the minions, you get 6 rolls for a 1 out of about 16 chance to get food. So like every 2 to 3 Zamy kills, you'll get a food drop from a minion, which is way more than enough to upkeep her HP, and I mean, we really let most of the food despawn because we don't need that much. Here, I got something for you. This will help you on your road to max.
Oh, thank you. That's so sweet.
It does look like I'm getting most of the kills.
I should just constantly talk about the Zamy pet so you're forced to think about it so you don't get it.
I'll try to resist.
Pet, 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 pet,
Oh,
pet,
stop.
pet. Pet, pet, pet. The bow just that good.
It is very good. But imagine if we had 2 of them.
Oh, it's 7:30. Do you want to just do one more and then go cook?
Okay, unless we get a unique.
Okay. Pet, 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 pet.
So what do you think of that Zamy method?
It was fun.
Would you want to do it again?
Yeah.
Be nice to see a spear or 2.
Oh, I'm just looking in my bank and I have 12k buckets of sand. If you need more buckets of sand for your crafting grind, I can give you some.
I'm okay.
Okay.
I mean, it's a very long-term goal. I'm not even going to start with the crafting until I get, I was thinking 1 million buckets of sand.
Okay.
Which would be, I like how you're just going along with it. You're just like, okay, but if there's anyone else, you'd be like, what the hell do you mean 1 million buckets of sand? That would be 166.
Average Tuesday.
Yeah, another Tuesday in our household. That'd be 166k giant seaweed.
It'd be fun for, like, after I max, for us to have, like, specific skills that we do post-max. Especially, like, the production skills or whatever it's called.
Yeah,
that
I've
you
been
don't
looking
get
forward
touched
to
from.
using up all those resources. I mean, after you use whatever you need for maxing, I've been looking forward to getting like 5 or 10 mil herblore XP and smithing XP and prayer XP.
Well, what I mean is like for us to have specific roles. So like I could give you all the crafting stuff and then you could give me like other stuff. So I could do a different skill.
Oh yeah, we could figure
So
something
that
out.
way you can compete on the crafting high scores better if I give you stuff.
I mean, there is the method of chopping redwoods and then cutting those into either arrow shafts or shields. Well, I guess we have enough arrow shafts, but there's probably not the best use for redwood logs compared to how fast broad arrows are.
Oh yeah, I still need feathers. You never gave me feathers.
Oh, do you want them now?
I mean, I don't need them right now, but sure.
I'll just put them in now anyways. So all my feathers I have are from birdhouse runs. I have over 400k, so I'll put 300k in there, and then yeah, you probably don't even need that many. I'll just put that many in there for now.
Well, I have 1.5 mil arrow shafts.
Yeah, but you're not going to need that many for 99 unless you want to go for post 99 XP.
Well, I definitely don't need them right now. I guess I better get on my birdhouse runs.
Oh, you want to see what we cooked tonight? Well, thanks for asking. It's taco night, my favorite. Of course, we got the tortillas, the potatoes, tomatoes, avocados, cilantro, lime. We made a chipotle mayo sauce by blending mayo with chipotles in adobo sauce. Over here, we got the black beans, and then in the fridge, we got some fruit salad. It's currently the end of July, which is like barely the start of hatch pepper season. I didn't make them today because we already have so much stuff prepared, but I had to kind of scrounge through the box at the store to find some okay looking hatch peppers because most of them there looked pretty bad. Or maybe it was because the ones they had at the store, maybe they'd been sitting out for a week and they were about to get the next shipment in. But anyways, hooray hatch pepper season, and also hooray taco night. It's such a weird spot for a DM to be. I'm not getting that. I spent tonight chopping redwoods. I gained about 380k woodcutting XP, and Spook Dog's me busy for at least a day, maybe a couple or a few days playing Deadman mode, which, I mean, as of right now, it's still currently going on. And I don't know what I'm gonna, maybe I'll try to get like a second greater demon task on top of the one that I currently have, so I can have one stored and an active one. And maybe I'll find some other skilling stuff to do. 13 Jad KC. I don't see a pet though. When I was about to click on the trapdoor here, I was like, wait a second, that's a danger zone, but then I remembered I'm not on Deadman anymore, so it's fine. Hellhounds. Oh, I'll get to do Cerb for the first time since getting the emberlight. The only thing I still need from Cerb is just the jar, which is 1 out of 2k. I'm excited to see how emberlight goes here though. Besides for this last kill, I didn't get a single second set of ghosts, or that's a weird way to say it. I didn't get a second set of ghosts this whole entire trip. It was a 9-kill trip. I think usually I would get like 7 kills, maybe 8 kills without getting supply drops. No supply drops. I have so much food left over. I did not get any second sets of ghosts. This was a 13-kill trip. I think it's the longest trip I've ever had at Cerb. Now for people that use Blood Fury, 13 kills is probably not that impressive, but I'm not using a Blood Fury. I still have not had the second set of ghosts actually get the chance to hit me at Cerb. Which is crazy because before using the Emberlight, I got the second set of ghosts quite a bit, maybe like half the time, and now it just doesn't happen at all. I've got the analysis now. Emberlight is very good to use at Cerb. Previously, I was getting 7 to 8 kill trips, but now with Emberlight, I'm getting 10 kill trips on average, along with 40 kills per hour, versus previously I got 35 kills per hour. I realized that the Burning Claws would probably be better than the Dragon Claws, but the main point of even having Dragon Claws in the first place was for when Cerb is low health and summoning this second set of ghosts, I would take out the claws last second to quickly finish Cerb before the ghosts could hit me. But now that I almost never get the second ghosts, I decided to bring SGS rather than Burning Claws. So rather than having a DPS spec weapon that'll save me a couple ticks per kill on average, I figure SGS is like having an extra 5 sharks and a couple extra doses of prayer pot per trip, which means the SGS pretty much guarantees an extra 1 kill per trip, if not even more, because now I can bring less sharks and more prayer pot. I know the claws may be fun to use, but the SGS saves me a couple trips per task, whereas the slightly increased average DPS from Burning Claws would not outweigh the time spent making 2 extra runs to Cerb for that task. Plus, I'm saving supplies too by using the SGS to heal my health and prayer, which I know isn't a crazy amount saved, but it's still something to keep in mind. Oh, the Smoldering Stone, that's really good. Can always use more Smoldering Stones for Infernal tools. That's Smoldering Stone number 3. I've been kind of unlucky on those, which is unfortunate because that's the only one that really matters that would be nice to have more than 2 of. But it is still nice having all those other crystals as potential depths coffer items if it's ever needed. During this trip, about to leave right now, I just hit 3000 KC. Well, that one was 3001, but I hit 3000 right there. What would we get first? Mud Devils or Dragons? Barrow's Dragons? Eternal Crystal! Hooray! And that is the end of the Cerberus task. No jar today. With my old setup, the previous setup using the Fang, which I think would be pretty similar to the arclight as getting 35 kills per hour. But now with the emberlight, I'm at 41 kills per hour. What in the... A shield love to have. I don't think I've ever seen that from gargoyles. The drop rate without a ring of wealth on is 1 in about 104,000. And I am not wearing a ring of wealth. There's the other greater demon task. That's the max amount that you can get to 250. Yeah, it's gonna be another like 1 to 2 days before Spook's gonna be ready to go back to Zamy. So I'm done slaying for now because I got a greater demon task and a stored kind of smaller-ish at this point greater demon task. I've spent today and yesterday just editing side videos like non-GIM videos, and I've done a lot of mining and I just got a virtual mining level. Today I actually spent a lot of time woodcutting as well. I gained 600k woodcutting XP today too, on top of the mining XP. We are back at Zamy today. Oh, I just noticed we got a Steam staff. Wasn't paying attention.
We look like we're in trouble. We're like standing in the corner.
Dogs that knew they did something bad. Maybe I should bring fletching supplies to use between the kills. That might be a good idea. And that is the end of my Slayer task, so we'll see how this is going to be off task. I imagine it's not going to matter too much, but we might end up having to go to the second freeze slightly more often. Or the second bind. Or no, the third bind, I mean, yeah. The Godsword Shard 3! That was the only one I didn't have in my collection log. Now I have all 3 of the Godsword Shards done for the log. It's also the shard I've struggled with the most on previous accounts. As I'm editing these clips together, I was kind of curious what my total God Wars boss KC was, excluding Nex, but with the 4 main God Wars bosses, I added them up, and the total KC is 1,640 to get my first Shard 3. Yeah, that is really not much of a difference at all being off task.
I think I'm getting most of the kills now, though.
Oh, are you? I didn't even notice that. Nice. Yeah, I've been getting most of the kills so far, so that's for the best. It's switching around. Oh my god, the rune sword, are you kidding? Oh yeah, wait, I could get the back-to-back. Let's see. I actually got the back-to-back. Dang. Okay, so once again, I now have a stored Greater Demon task and an active one. Not like it matters much, because clearly it was fine without me being on task. Nice to get the passive Slayer XP. Ooh, a Godsword Shard 1. After Spook Dog was done for the night, I decided to continue the trip that we were on just a bit longer by myself because I wanted to see how it would be doing it solo with the Scorching Bow and on task. It was very doable, although the kills took like twice as long, who would have thought, right? And I usually ended up going to the 3rd spec, sometimes even the 4th spec with the bow. And I had to pay a lot more attention to my health and balancing stuff and do a lot more prayer flicking, and overall I basically had to pay a lot more attention. This was a lot less brain dead than doing it as a duo. I actually had to kind of focus. But with that said, trying out a few kills by myself after our trip gave me a lot more confidence that I should pretty easily be able to do the solo 20 kill trip for the combat achievement, which I didn't have time for today, but I will get around to that some other day in the near future. No, why is this panda sad? You get to play the greatest game ever created. You should be a happy panda. I don't think I've shown any clips recently of this, but I have been mining sand in my downtime, and I just filled up the sandstorm grinder. So I'm going to claim the sand that is plus 25k buckets for 1.25 mil GP, and I will continue mining more sand in the background, and I'll let you know every time I get plus 25k more sand, which for reference is like 7 hours of mining. Bro, what the heck? There's another sad panda. That's so weird. There's 300k seed Zamy. We are back at Zamy today, as you can see. Oh, God Switcher 3. Don't mind if I do. Another God Switcher 3. Oh, that drop was exactly 20,000 coins. What are the odds of rolling exactly 20k? K'ril drops between 19.5k and 20k, which I assume scales linearly, which means when you roll the coins, you have to roll the coins first, and there's a 1 in 500 chance of that happening. I always wanted to be a millionaire, just like my dad. He also always wanted to be a millionaire. Tough crowd today. Or what?
I laughed in my head.
Thanks. As long as it makes at least one person exhale air out of their nose at a slightly higher velocity than usual. That's all I could ever ask for. 321 K'ril KC. That is the first, no, the second, or the second 3-digit sequentially decreasing KC. Oh my god, that was insane. Oh, what even was that? My god. I wonder if there's a world record speed, because that was like, I mean, not to be cocky that we broke the world record there, but that was really fast. Oh, God Sword Shard 2. You'll love to see it. See, what you can do, every time you get a hard clue, you could leave here and drop it outside, and then go back in and keep fighting and leave every time you get a hard clue, because you'll probably have the essence to come back in by then. Or no, it's kind of like annoying to come back here though, just for a bunch of hard clues, so maybe not actually. Oh, a Zamy spear, yes.
Nice.
That's the third one for the team. That's my second spirit, 366 KC, and so 1 out of 127. I forgot to mention this the first time I was showing a full kill with the voiceover, so I'll do it now. When you use the Scorching bow spec to bind Zamy, you can reset the bind timer by using the spec again, and you do not have to wait for him to unfreeze. Normally I would count 5 hits in between specs, but in this case you would only count 4 hits in between the specs. And by doing it this way, you don't have to move at all. The downside though is that you go through your specs faster, so if you had a slow kill, there's a higher chance of you running out of spec, or having less spec for the next kill and eventually running out. But running out would be more so of a problem if you're soloing, because as a duo, I never have to use more than 3 specs. And as you can see, by the time the next kill starts, I have just finished regenning all my special energy after having used 3 specs. Oh my gosh, the rune sword, are you serious? Another rune sword. It is 400 KC, and also the last Zamy we're doing for today, because it's dinner time. It was quite a lot of fun trying out the Scorching bow at Zamy and trying out the emberlight at Cerb and really experiencing the power of the new-ish weapons. There's really nothing in particular that we even need to get from Zamy. The only thing that we don't have between the two of us is Staff of the Dead, but that's, well, and the pet too. But it was really cool to see how powerful the bow was, especially as a duo. The kills were so fast, it was so brainless. But it was also only like 10k Slayer XP per hour at most. And also Spook Dog wasn't even on task near the end, so she wants to get back to maxing, and I want to get back to doing my stuff as well with the collection logs. And let me show you the XP I gained, because I don't always show, in fact, most of the time I don't show a lot of the skilling that I do in the background. Although at the end of the videos I do try to show a lot of the skilling XP background stuff that I did. So I gained 1.6 million woodcutting XP in this video, and I did a lot of mining as well. Between the sand and doing motherlode mine, I gained almost 1,000,000 mining XP. A lot of the skilling I do in the background is kind of preparation for when Spookdog maxes, so we can have a lot of banked XP to really compete for ranks, but I'm not going to talk about that too much right now. We can talk about that in later videos when the time gets closer. But with that said, if you want to keep me company when I live stream, you can check me out at twitch.tv/wild_mudkip. And my duo teammate Spookdog's most recent GIM video will be linked below in the video description so you can see what she's been up to with her half of the progress. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope that you have a great day, and I will see you again next time.